welcome back to my channel. I have today before you a breakfast come a snack recipe which you can have like a tiffin sometime towards the evening hour when you really do not want to do something very heavy. So I'm going to work out something called a veg hot dog, or in fact I'm going to use egg, of course, but normally whenever we talk about the hot dogs, we always think about the chicken hot dog, or it's always a non-vegetarian vegetarian recipe that comes to your head. Now today I would like to work out a vegetarian recipe because being confined at home, all our resources are confined. So let me try and work out something which needs very minimal requirements and the ingredients are always readily available at home. So welcome back to my channel. Here I've taken 2 eggs which I have boiled properly, full solid boil there, and I have taken a big potato which I have diced and given 4 whistles in the pressure cooker with some salt and water. Apart from that, I will also need cut into small pieces like this, a big onion. Here I have taken half of a capsicum which is also being sliced into small parts. I will need some breadcrumbs. Now, when we talk about breadcrumbs, it's something you can make at home very easily. Like you have some slices of bread, if it's stale, you can also use it. If it's fresh, then also you can use it. Just put them into the grinder, give it a whisk, and you have your breadcrumb ready. This is fresh breadcrumb there. So of course this goes into, if it's excess, it can always go into the refrigerator, and you can keep it in the refrigerator for almost a week. So there's no problem, you can always use the breadcrumb in any of the recipes there. I also have here around 15 pods of garlic which I have just chopped down irregularly. I will need an egg. Apart from the 2 boiled eggs, 1 egg which is for the coating, and to make it more healthy I'm going to use some spinach. This you can avoid if you do not have at present, but of course it's always better. The more the vegetables that go in, the better is your recipe, because it's a breakfast recipe or a tiffin recipe. Normally we use a lot of, we do a lot of snacking. So in order to make it healthy, I'm trying out this option today. And I'm going to need some mayonnaise. It is better to avoid using butter in your, when you're trying to lay down the thick. Normally if you use butter, then it becomes a little soggy when you put it up to be fried, or in fact just to toast it there. So I normally opt out of the butter whenever you're talking about either the sandwich or the hot dog, and you can always opt for mayonnaise, which is a better alternative here. I have chosen a new, nowadays we have so many versions that are coming out of mayonnaise in the market, and I found one that's a mayonnaise, tandoori mayonnaise. Let's see how it works out to be. So I'm going to need this, and of course some oregano, just for flavor. If you do not have oregano, you can always make it more Indianized and use some coriander there. So let's get cooking. First we'll just mash it, or we can use our hands if you have problems there. Hands which are washed properly, and we just mash it properly so that we get almost homogeneous mixture there, and then we will put in the other ingredients. Now I'm going to put some dollop of butter there on my pan and just fry up the mixture a bit, right? And as you always know, I guess, if you've done my other recipes, I like the garlicky smell in my dish. So I'm putting in the garlic, not waiting for it to burn. I'm putting in the onion there, the chopped onion there, and giving it a nice stir in the butter. I have avoided using the oil because I've given in everything before the butter burned, just to avoid too much of the oil into my dish. So some capsicums that I've gone in now, just fried for some time. So I'm avoiding the salt at present. Just wait for some time, give it a stir. I do not want it to be cooked, just a stir. And then the spinach. So we'll not cover the spinach, because once you cover it, then the color of the bright color of the spinach will disappear just like that. So let it cook and open. Just a small pinch of salt there, because now I'm going to put in the potatoes. So a small pinch of salt, spreading it around on the pan. Okay, so we see the spinach wilt away in the heat of the pan. Right. So now we'll put in the other thing there. Alright, I think I can put in something else to make it more spicy. Some oregano, I guess, little, not much, because the scent of the oregano is very strong, at least the flavor, right? The smell, I mean. Okay, and then of course little bit of chili flakes, just little, just for the kick of it. Okay, so now we will put in the mixture of the potato and the eggs. Right, all of them go in very nicely there, and we'll try to mix the mixture into one another, just to give the feeling of being fried or being on the top of a pan, or into the pan in fact. So okay, whenever we talk about doing something for our kids, you know, we always feel like making it healthy. It's another thing, we might not have eaten anything like that when we were kids, but when we talk about being a mom, we always feel like, you know, trying to make it healthy for them. Therefore, I try to inculcate as much of vegetables into my dish as possible, and the greener, it gives me the feeling that it's healthier. Alright, so this way I just, you know, it's just giving the feeling of being fried for might be 1 or 2 minutes. Switch off the gas and put this mixture back into the bowl in which it was there before. Now I'll put in half of my the breadcrumb, just for the, you know, the binding element sort of, not all of it, and of course the salt. I'm using my hands to just put in the salt so that I get a feel of whether the salt is enough, because the hand is the best measuring spoon, I guess. So give it a nice mix now, the proper mix there. Right, and we will do one more thing there now. I'm going to put away the yolk and put it into the mixture. This is another binding element, the egg, the yolk of the egg, the fat of the egg, everything. Now this is actually the way done, but I can make it cheesier here. I can use one more element. I'll just put in some mozzarella, just a small handful there. A nice mix, and then give it the shape of the patty that will go inside the hot dog. It's done. Now I need to make patties out of it. Just put some oil in my hand. Take some of the patty mixture. Try to give it a roll like this. So it's a long one, I guess. We need to put 2 patties like this. Right? Okay. Then put it in the egg mixture, and then into the breadcrumb mixture. So we have a patty like this, which will now go into the pan. What I have done is that I am trying to roll it longer like this, because it's smooth and nice. Therefore, and now this goes into my pan. Now the pan is heated up with some oil, and my patty goes in. Just reduce the heat, everything is cooked, we just need the crisp there. and we'll repeat like this for the others as well. So we have 3 patties ready. Now slowly turn it over. We see a beautiful golden brown there. And then we'll go in for the other one as well. See? The crispy, nice feeling there. While the other part is burning off, or in fact getting browned, just take the hot dog and slit it apart. Just to the time. Just be careful, it should not. This part should still be intact. And then we put in the mayo in between. Yes, a nice generous spread of mayo there. Yes, on both the sides, and if you want to avoid, you can always use on one side. So I'm keeping it a minimal on one side and fully covered on the other. I'll repeat this even for the other one. So I have my tikkis ready, beautifully done. Check out. Now these two will go into this mayonnaise clad in a way and beautifully done up hot dogs. So just push it in a bit and your hot dogs are in a way ready. You can have it like this, or still in the other one I'll show you how we can also put in some slices of onion and tomato to make it look more professional. So we've cut it like this because the shape of the shape of the hot dog. Just put alternately like this, and you have your more professional looking hot dog ready in a way. And then we put in the patty there and try to press in properly, and then we'll go for the last heat on the pan. Okay, so I've put my patties to be heated up a bit, and then your hot dogs will be ready. So this is a way to, make something very delicious out of everything that's available at home, and make at least the eating interesting in these days of tension and no work. So that's my egg hot dog for you, and something that you'll enjoy, your kids will enjoy, and do try out this recipe of mine in this time when we have so much of time to do anything we want. Let's try and experiment. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Give a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.